Hey everyone, I was randomly called by Spirit to do this message today. I thought of the idea when I was asleep. This is very different when I was asleep, when I was going to sleep last night. So this is very different than what I've done on my channel so far. But this is going to be a message from your soulmate or a message from your person. Okay, so whenever you're coming across this, it's timeless. We're almost at Christmas in 2021, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so whenever you're coming across this, this message is for you if it resonates, okay? If it doesn't resonate, that's cool. Check out my channel, you may find something else that does. So today we're going to use tarot, and then we're going to use the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I just want to let you guys know that I am offering personal readings at this time, and from today until the 27th, it'll probably be the 26th for those of you who aren't in Australia and New Zealand. It'll be 10% off all of my readings on Etsy. So check the link, which is in the description box. And yeah, you can purchase a reading with me, a personal reading on your situation. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so this is going to be a message, as I said, from your person, from your soulmate. Soulmate reading, a message from your person. I think that's what I'm going to name it. This is the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Stirl, I think it is. They're really hard to shuffle, these ones, because they're very thick. All right, here we go, Spirit. What does the collective who are coming across, the people who are intended to see this video, what does their person have to say to them? Queen of Wands. So they're noticing you. So whether you're, with them or not, whatever the circumstances are, right? It doesn't really matter. They're noticing you, Queen of Wands. So they're really seeing you as, quite attractive. They're seeing you in a really beautiful light. They see you enjoying yourself, enjoying life, and they see you working hard towards your goals, working hard towards your dreams and achievements. Okay. A lot of you could also be just, in the Christmas spirit. You're, just whatever time you're seeing this, you're just really radiating a lot of energy. And they're really picking up on this, and they're really noticing this within you. So you're looking great. Okay, Queen of Swords. I feel like as well, perhaps you're in because if you're very action oriented right now, you're in this state where you're quite direct with your communication, but you're also I'm getting the word fierce, and I know that that's not necessarily used to describe the Queen of Swords, but these two energies combined, it's a fierce energy. You're really on par with your purpose, with your journey. You're really shining, you're standing out, okay? In whatever you're doing. Even if it's not doing much, you're just really sort of like, and the reason why you could be radiating right now is because you're really in alignment with yourself here, okay? So your communication skills are sharp, okay? You know exactly what you want, and you're going after it here. This is how they're seeing you. Ace of Swords too, it's like you're bearing the sword of truth here. So I don't know if you've been sort of like focusing on, speaking your truth, or maybe you've just sort of gained clarity on what your truth is and how you want to proceed and move forward here. I feel like they could be a little bit intimidated by you at this time, because you are so direct, and you are so, like, you're looking good, you're radiating inspiration, you're radiating fun, sexiness, you're really attractive at this time, not just externally, but also your mind is sharp. And I feel as though, if they're going to come forward and say something to you or express some sort of truth, they're a little bit intimidated right now, because they know that you're really only beckoning them forward with this Queen of Swords here. You're only beckoning them forward if they come forward with some sort of truth or with some clear, direct communication. So essentially they see you as embodying the energy that you wish to have come toward you, which is really, really great. Oh, it's too many. What else does their person want them to know? What else does their person have to say? Temperance. They I feel like they're working on getting balanced right now, or getting sort of like then now this makes sense, because remember how I said they see that you're really like in alignment with your purpose, with your passions, but also with your truth and who you are at your core. I feel like this has inspired them, and they've sort of like understood here that this is something that they need to do. Whether or not it's what you've asked of them or not, for some of you it will be, for others of you, you haven't asked this of them, but they've been inspired by that, and they want to come forward to you with the same energy. So this is what they're doing. They're working on, whether you're in communication or not, like even if you're still in communication with them, I feel as though this is, if that's the case, this is talking about, not making any, big moves or anything until they feel like they have come correct, basically. Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's some fear that they have, that they're working on trying to understand, but also get over. They want to make sure, this is really interesting. They want to make sure that they're coming to you, as I said, correct, but they want to make sure that they're this is weird, turning a new leaf. So where it's like they've understood and they've identified what their toxic tendencies could be, like, because we all have, unless we're fully self-aware, we can slip into sort of like toxic tendencies and things like that. So this is them taking initiative. They want to make sure that none of that comes through when they're dealing with you, which is good, because this is indicating that they take you quite seriously and they have a lot of respect for you. Right? Because the people that we care about, truly care about, we want to be our best selves for them. Not necessarily for them, but because we know that they deserve our best selves and we deserve our best selves. So this is actually quite beautiful. Yeah, this is difficult for them, but they're not shying away from it. They're not giving up. They're continuing on. They're not giving up on fixing themselves. But it's not like, I'm not seeing that this is someone who has been toxic towards you. If that's what you've experienced, this isn't your message. This is someone who has identified their faults, or their what's the word? They've identified what their flaws are, their faults and their flaws, and they don't want to bring that forward into anything with you, which is why they're spending the time on getting themselves into alignment, balancing themselves out, and dealing with, anything that needs to be dealt with that hasn't been yet. So they're working really hard towards this, and it may feel difficult for them, because I feel like up until this point, for a lot of these soulmates, I feel like up until this point, they haven't really felt the need to do that. Whereas with you, it's sort of like they're realizing for the first time, like, oh, I have to, make sure that I'm ready for this person if I'm going to even think about coming toward them. And it's, not to say that they're going to come forward and be like, perfect or anything like that, because that's not the reality of anything. But they definitely want to make sure that they're giving you their best, and that they're giving themselves their best too, which is actually quite mature. This person actually could be quite emotionally intelligent. And this, the fact that they are recognizing this within themselves, right? That means they're emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent. And this is something that they want to, it's almost coming from this place where like they're wanting to give this their best shot. So that's why they're focusing on doing all this work now. The Wheel of Fortune and the Moon, right? Yeah, they want things to be different, but they want this to have the best, okay, that's funny, I was saying that. They want this to have the best possible chance of it working out and being something that is, you know, a good situation, right? They're wanting to give themselves, but I'm getting the sense of like something turning too, like they're turning, as I was getting, they're turning over a new leaf or something. They're wanting to do things differently. You've inspired them. You really are inspiring to them. Yeah, they're sort of like, but as well, this situation it's already illuminating to them what has been hidden in the past, but illuminating to them what needs, sorry guys, I'm not realizing how far away I actually am from the screen here. Illuminating to them what, you know, what they can change, and what, you know, this is like the darkness within them, the darkness that comes out within them in their wild side, right? It's being illuminated for the first time, or maybe for the first time when they're realizing they actually have the courage to sort of like check themselves and ensure that they are coming forward towards you in a way that is healthy. But it's also, I'm really getting the sense here, it's not only like just for you, it's for themselves too. But this is because of you, your influence and the way you've inspired them has, you know, allowed them to really open their eyes for the first time and take a look at their darkness. This is allowing them, your presence in their life is allowing them to look at their dark side and acknowledge it, but also tame it. Yeah, this may be a little bit overwhelming to them, so don't take their the absence of their fast forward moving action towards you as them not being interested. I think they're just preparing themselves. This could be someone who's actually quite like who likes preparation, who plans in advance. But even if not, this is definitely how they're sort of wanting to take this. It's because they respect you and they respect this situation and they see so much potential for a partnership with you. They're really, you know, they're taking this very seriously. Yeah, they take you seriously, and they want to ensure that they, you know, it's not necessarily giving themselves the best shot, although that is definitely on their mind. It's also they want to give you their best. And they know that they have the ability to, but it takes a little bit of overcoming something or seeing something in a different way. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, okay. So as they're also sort of like, with the Death card and the Five of Pentacles, they're wanting to sort of come through with a eradication of a lack mindset. And as well, I think they want to, this is obviously talking about endings and transformations, and it's an ending of them living in a lack mindset, but also living in a sense of like poverty mindset, right? Where, you know, maybe in the past with other people, and I'm not sure if you'd be aware of this or not, you probably won't be. But in the past, I feel as though when, you know, powerful people have come into their lives, they're probably shied away from it. Because I feel as though they had this like really distorted sense of self-worth. And I feel like since then, situations in their life have caused them to sort of start looking at this and really deconstructing those limiting self-limiting beliefs. But here, they're really realizing why it's important for them to do it now. Not only for, you know, giving themselves the best shot at having a wonderful, beautiful, healthy, connected relationship, partnership with someone, but also because it wasn't doing them any favors, and they see this, which to me, when they're realizing it for themselves as well, that's really, really admirable, and it shows that it's more, it's you know, genuine. But yeah, they're wanting to sort of like transform, and they're seeing the opportunity for them to transform into their highest versions of themselves. And I think as well, like this will naturally happen through their connection with you. So whether you guys are just friends, or whether you guys, you know, are getting to know each other, or you're just sort of in connection, but it hasn't like gone to any next levels or anything like that, continue to just be. Because your influence is sort of like a guiding light for them. Not that it's your responsibility. Don't get me wrong, it's not that way. This is how they're perceiving you. And this is how you are inspiring them. Right? You know, we've had people in our lives that we've been like, oh my God, like this person just makes me naturally, you know, want to level up and progress, and makes me want to be the better version of myself. Not necessarily for them, but it, you know, inspires me to be a better me. It's that kind of energy, which is actually really, really beautiful. All right, so let's get the Romance Angels cards for you. I'm sure you guys have seen these before, but if you haven't, this is the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. They look like this. All right, let's see, Spirit. Messages from their person, those who are watching this. Okay, keep an open mind, unrequited love. So I feel as though at this point you're sort of thinking that they may not feel the same. And I mentioned this before, didn't I? Don't think that their lack of coming forward or anything like that is, you know, a reflection of how they feel about you or their interest in you. That's absolutely not the case here. They want you to keep an open mind because, yeah, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I think this is really, you know, not something you've ever dealt with before, in the sense where you've, you know, met someone who is emotionally mature and intelligent as, you know, wanting to scope out the situation and, you know, seeing the situation for what it is and wanting to, you know, put on their best coat for the situation. Do you know what I mean? And their best coat meaning them, a better version of themselves. You're inspiring them to do better, to want better, to see things differently. So they're wanting to make sure that they're, you know, maybe they're wanting to take things really slow and not sort of rush anything, because they know that this is sort of like, you know, once in a lifetime opportunity for them. So yeah, don't take their lack of, you know, hurrying in and claiming you, how they feel about you. That's not the case. Finances and career. So there's two messages here with this. You may sort of, this is confirmation if they are like, you work with them or they're, you know, in your industry or something like that. That's definitely confirmation. Also, this could be sort of an indication from your guides for you to continue doing what you're doing and continue focusing on your finances or career or your passions or your goals. Okay, your goals in general, right? This is what I see with this. But for others of you, this is something that they are focusing on too. Like they want to make sure that they are stable enough to, you know, and it's not because, you know, when we hear people say like, oh, you know, like I want to make sure like I've got a better financial situation or a better, like I'm more stable, like I've got my stability right before I get into a relationship. It's not because, you know, that's what they're necessarily wanting to offer, you know, money or financial security. It definitely could be, but it's more so like they don't want the stress of finances or their stressful career or the stress of their career getting in the way of them being able to give you time, energy, love, things like that. So for some of you, that could definitely be something that they're focusing on too. Like that could be the thing that they are wanting to fix. For others of you, this is about focusing on your stability, focusing on your finances and your career, and you know, and still engaging and still being part of this connection, but just shifting your focus from like, oh, why aren't they coming forward? Like, do they not feel the same way about me? Blah, blah, blah. It's not a lack of their interest at all. It's just they're wanting to make sure that they put their best foot forward because they do see a lot of potential here. passion. Okay, so yeah, as I said, focus on your passions. Okay, there also could be a lot of passion between you. That could just be confirming that. But focus on what brings you passion and what brings you joy, because that was initially what drew this person to this person to you. Sorry, I was figuring out how to say that in the first place, right? And the more that you're in alignment with your passions and your skills and your talents, and you know, that continues to inspire this person to do the same. Past life relationship. So you have known each other before. Okay, if there's a sense of familiarity in this connection, that's definitely confirming that. Also, this could be like past life karma too. So maybe in a past life, this person wasn't able to give you everything, give you their full selves, like, you know, in the connection with you. But this time, and that's probably why they're awakened to the fact that they need to sort of, well, they want to sort of make sure that they're putting their best foot forward here, because maybe in the past life, you know, this could be sort of like part of the karma where they know on a soul level that this is what they have to do. Let's get one more to finish up the reading, Spirit. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So please do not worry. It is very requited. It is very mutual. And as well, because this person differs from your usual type and expectations. Maybe in the past, you know, up until this point, you're used to this, you know, being a certain way. You're used to, connections being a certain way for you, where if people didn't come forward, or, you know, their lack of assertiveness was, you know, that they weren't interested, or that they just couldn't handle you, or something like that. But please, that isn't the case here. There is definitely some strong magnetic attraction between you, and you can trust at this time that what you feel towards them is very much what they feel towards you, because you guys have known each other before. And as well, like, you can't, you know, you've got to trust yourself here. What you feel is real. And in other situations, not this one specifically, but at the end of the day, if what you felt was only one-sided, it wasn't a lie, because you still felt that. It was still real to you, okay? So please don't like be doubting your intuition or doubting anything like that, okay? This is a very, like, there is karma between you, but this is your person, and there is karma between you, and that's why things are sort of a little bit slower to come together at this time, because they, you know, want to make sure that, as I said, that they're putting their best foot forward, and they want to give this a proper real chance. So don't think that their lack of assertiveness coming towards you and making things happen between you means that, you know, they don't feel the same way about you, because they definitely do. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. A little bit of an impromptu soulmate reading. If you guys liked this type of video and you would like to see more, definitely give this video a like and let me know down below. If there's any like romance type, like love decks that you would like me to get, like oracle decks, please let me know which ones you would like to see in my videos, and I can grab those. Also, don't forget about my Christmas 10% off sale on personal readings, private readings. So check out the Etsy link, which is in the description box. And yeah, it's only for, I think, what's today? Wednesday. So what is it? Sorry, guys. So it's only for another 5 days. Okay, so make sure you're grabbing your readings before the sale runs out. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video and you like my vibes. And I will hopefully see you in the next one.